Welcome back to TMZ Live. Everybody is in summer travel mode now. Holiday weekend. And the good news is, hey, you're going on vacation, right? The bad news is, prices are through the roof for airfare and for hotels. There's something on the horizon that maybe will help with hotel prices. It's not going to be great news, though, for people looking for jobs. Because we're talking about robots. Robots are becoming a more and more common sight around hotels. I know years ago we saw this at hotels in Japan. It is now, they are here.
Really?
They are amongst us here in the U.S. And it is perhaps going to revolutionize the hotel industry. When we talk travel, we always got to talk to our guy, Anthony Melchiorri from Hotel Impossible on the Travel Channel. So Anthony, welcome back to TMZ Live. How you doing, man?
And it's great to be back. And, I hate to kill the surprise, but robots are coming to the hotel. But I don't know if it's going to help with hotel prices.
No?
Oh, no. What are they doing then?
Well, then what's the whole point? What's the point of this? I mean, all right. So tell us what hotels, we'll get to that in a moment. Why are hotels employing, I'll use that word, robots now? What are they doing at the hotels?
Well, before the pandemic, we had 17 million employees in hospitality, one of the largest industries in all of America. During the pandemic, there's been no other industry hit harder than the hotel business, the hospitality business. We lost almost half the jobs, and millions still haven't come back. Not because hotels are closed or restaurants are closed, simply because employees went to other industries or went to hospitality adjacent, like technology, like building robots for hospitality.
Okay. So the robots, what tasks are they doing? I mean, obviously, they could help you, off the top of my head, I think they could help you check in faster, right?
Yeah, and first of all, they're not taking jobs away. There's a lot of people not coming back to the industry, and this isn't temporary. It's going to be long haul. So it used to be, hey, you're the cool kid, you have a robot in your hotel. Now it's like, can I have a lot of robots, please? Because we don't have the employees. There are hotels that are actually closing floors because they can't get them clean. So the task they'll be doing is like at the Garden City Hotel in New York. The general manager, Grady, is a friend of mine. He uses a robot that after a wedding and they break down the room, the robot comes in and cleans the floors, whether it be wood floors or whether it be carpets. And that saves hours and hours. Or like the Dream Hotel. They have one of their hotels where a butler, Alfred from Batman, if you remember, with his little bow tie, he'll be in the lobby. And if you want shampoo or extra towels, you tell him, and he's in your room in a few minutes. So it's really supporting employees. It's not taking employees' jobs away. And I think that's really critically important to understand.
What can these robots do? Are they going to make beds? Where is this heading?
I get the vacuum thing because I have one of those
that
at home.
get.
Yeah.
It's funny. I do a podcast every day called No Vacancy. And we're going to have someone on talking about that exact thing with a robot that actually cleans the room. Right now, they'll spray the room, they'll clean the carpet, but I want to see a robot cleaning the bathrooms. And what's going to happen is you're going to see designs and designers start making rooms where a robot can come in and clean the room. So a lot's going on. There's another, there's another company that actually takes all the dishes, all the glassware, all the silverware out of the hotel, brings it to a facility, and the robots clean all of your china and all of your glassware. So that is another, if there's not enough dishwashers, that's another way to support the hotel.
I keep seeing, Anthony, you remember the Jetsons, right? I keep seeing Rosie, the robot, just in there doing all sorts of things all at the same time, right?
Rosie's real.
Yeah, Rosie's going to be real. So we go back to what I said at the beginning, why I thought that this could mean a lowering of prices. If hotels are not employing as many humans, they're not having to insure those humans, they're not going to have to. I would think that this is ultimately going to lower costs for the hotels. So, maybe I'm being hopelessly optimistic that would be passed on to the consumer eventually.
But there's a couple things going on, right? Interest rates are going up. Salaries are going through the roof. I have a friend that has a restaurant in Tampa. He was paying some employees 40% less than he's paying now. And they were making decent money before the pandemic. So employees are in charge, okay? So whereas before, we would be looking for employees. This is your salary. Thank you. Here's your job. Now it's like, this is what we want. And if I don't get it, I'm going to the next person that gets it. I have a friend that has outside the hospitality, has a law company, and he's paying kids 60% more than he did before the pandemic. So wages, taxes, interest rates, the supply chain issues. So everything's going up. So unfortunately, that some of those prices have to be passed to the consumer. However, like if you come to New York City during Christmas, it's going to be packed. You come January 5th, the rates are going to be really, really low. So you really have to, an educated consumer is the best customer. So someone that's educated with pricing can really get good deals, but you can't go when everybody's out of school. You can't go when everybody wants to be at the beach or the mountains.
So you got to go off peak travel.
The key.
Yeah, off peak is where it's at because you get the same value, less crowds for less prices. Hotels are supply and demand. So it's not like we're going to say, well, rates are going to be $900 for the whole year. Tonight, they may be $100. Tomorrow, they may be $500. Supply and demand. Just like the airlines, you're sitting next to somebody that paid $500 for their ticket, and maybe you paid $1,200. It's supply and demand, and that's new management is critical to the hospitality industry.
Well, there are a lot of changes coming, and it may include Rosie the robot knocking at your door with your room service. Anthony, thanks so much for being with us, man. Appreciate it. Have a great holiday weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
I guarantee you it will include Rosie the robot.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
All right, man.
Happy
Take care.
4th.
You remember Rosie the robot?
No, I'm old enough.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
all right, good. See, I just wanted to make you
I'm
feel
old
old
enough.
too.
Yeah.